Hello and welcome to another adventure in the Calumet wilderness with Sam Love. Oh, it's a windy adventure. Yeah, I'm gonna cut all the intro. I'm in Blue Island. This is the beautiful Albee House. It's the home of the Blue Island Historical Society. Giving a talk about Gary tonight, but I've got some time. I mean, I've actually got 5 hours. I got here that early. So I'm gonna walk around Blue Island and check out some of the important ecological sites. I actually have not spent all that much time in Blue Island. In fact, the couple of videos that I made here might be like half the number of times I've come here. And this is just such a great community. So much history in the context of what we're looking at here with ecology and culture. Anyway, what I want to do first is check out where Stony Creek enters the Cal-Sag. Stony Creek used to enter the Little Cal about 2 miles east of here. Very important piece of land, Native American village up there for centuries, no doubt, if not longer. Creation of the Cal-Sag Channel basically obliterated that part of Stony Creek, and even over here I think it's ditched. But let's see what we can see. Well, I didn't think I was going to come down here, but on the other side, a little easier to get down and then out. There's also a homeless camp on the other side of Stony Creek, although I think it is unoccupied. I'll give them their privacy. But yeah, here we go. Confluence of Stony Creek and the Cal-Sag. It's a far cry from what this body of water used to be. Here it's just a little trickle, an inch or two, maybe a foot or two wide. Wait for this train to go by. Not sure what this remnant is, but I'll bet somebody out there can tell me. So if you know, please leave a comment. I was reading through the first 100 years of Blue Island, a history that came out in 1935, and there's almost 100 references to Stony Creek in there, which is really cool. A lot to go through. Something I noticed, the memories of the old settlers, they talked about what a powerful creek this could be, especially in the wet era. Here, just a little trickle, lots of trains. And Blue Island, and I'm not talking about the municipality here, but rather the geographical feature, was at one point an island. And even long after the waters of Lake Chicago had receded into what we know as Lake Michigan, it still would appear as an island to people traveling through with the prairie all around, just rising above. These communities sit atop the lake border moraine, which was the last of the glacial sequences here in the region, approximately 15,000 years ago. I grew up on one of them lumps and bumps in North Merrillville. The island was about 6-7 feet long. Goes all the way up to what is today the Dan Ryan Woods, Beverly. One day I want to walk the whole thing and back. Actually, I'll probably walk one way and take the train or something back, but yeah, just can't get a true sense of the land unless you walk it. Watching Calumet wilderness videos while I'm getting blown around by the wind, just don't cut it. All right, I actually need to be down here, not this overpass. So, whoa, don't let me fall. Whew, a little wet. Well, I guess they turned the waterfalls off for the winter. I swear I saw a picture where they were on recently. Oh well. Well, no waterfalls, but I'm going to walk uptown and show you a part of Northwest Indiana history that's up here in Blue Island. Yeah, some of you are familiar with the Lake County seat wars of the 1830s. You had the communities that are today Crown Point, Merrillville, and Lake Station, all vying for that honor. Ended up going to Crown Point, which, being located in the center of the county made sense. So in the middle of the 1830s, when it was decided that Crown Point would be the county seat, poor Liverpool falls in decline. And this building ends up getting sold in the early 1840s, disassembled, put on a raft, and floated all the way from Deep River and the little Calumet River here to Blue Island. It was originally located closer to Stony Creek, but it's since been moved, and it's also been cut in half, turned into a private home. And even with only half of it remaining, it's a pretty good sized house. Oh, this wind. So much of the view is just cluttered up by development, but walking here, occasional break in the streets, you could get a sense just how this ridge must have loomed over that prairie and that marsh to the east. Walking down very somewhat noisy and windy Vincennes. Of course, this is an ancient trail, probably going back for as long as there have been people here. It used to be called the Wabash Trail because it take it south and get to the Wabash. Today, Vincennes here, and then it curves into Western Avenue, which is where the Wabash Trail and later road continued on. Heading back to the Historical Society HQ, and no one's there, and I'm still a couple hours early. You can see the shadows creating the shadow of my phone here. That's time to call it a day. But I guess I got the place myself, so I'm probably going to take a nap. All right, now, see you in the next adventure, the Calumet Wilderness, as we continue our journey through the cultural and ecological heritage of the Calumet region. All right, y'all take care. Beautiful home.